Ladies and gentlemen, your first bout of the evening is sponsored by Valerie Kent CPA. It is in the bantamweight division and consists under the rules of Muay Thai kickboxing. It's scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. Introducing first, your fighter out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 134.3 pounds. He has a Muay Thai record of 2 wins and 0 losses. He's representing Fit BJJ out of Maryville, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stephen Cryder. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 135.7 pounds. He has a Muay Thai record of 1 win with just 1 loss. He's representing FBS Combat out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Christon Bush. Your referee is Travis Lawrence.
Jeff Hobbs giving it a big fight feel, and there's something about fights at the Joe with Jeff Hobbs setting the stage, man. It just feels right. Travis Lawrence, our referee here in the opening contest of Aries 32. Man, these guys are coming out fast and furious, Roberto.
Yeah, I think you got both guys coming out with some good kicks. Good technique from both of them, honestly. Even though they're both coming out hot, they're both, staying composed, throwing good technique and not just brawling like you see happen sometimes.
I think in this venue especially, and it's an early start time, but we've got a pretty good crowd in here. I think you might be tempted to just go ahead and kind of get drawn into a slugfest.
For sure. Seems like they've kind of already settled in, though. The exchanges obviously are going to be a little bit more explosive as a mouthpiece flies out.
I'm not sure whose mouthpiece that was. Oh, it's in the cage. Actually, it looks like Tim Lloyd. Tim's doing a little bit of everything over there. He's got the mouthpiece. That was Bush's mouthpiece. I think it just got a little bit loose here in the early fray. So obviously we've got some amateur Thai action. A low blow right there from Bush. I don't know if the referee caught on to it. Bush is going to play the advantage.
Now, Cryder's got to be careful fighting with his hands down like this, especially this early in the fight when Bush still has all of his power. I know in karate that is sometimes tend to be the technique, but in these Muay Thai bouts, especially in this first little bit where both fighters are still going to be explosive, you got to be careful.
It's interesting you say that, when you're talking about the IKF experience from Cryder. That's kind of the book, the highest levels of the sport, right? Guys who are dependent on that karate style. Oh, as we see Bush unloading with a big combination. That bladed stance, low hands, kind of hallmarks of the karate style.
Good.
I feel like Cryder's had some tough moments in this opening round. He had a blow that was low that the referee didn't acknowledge.
Right.
And Bush has kind of persevered through it. Hell of a pace from Bush here in the early going, too.
Great knees. Great clinch work from Bush here.
All right, Joe, give him a hand.
Great work from both guys. I think, Cryder experienced a little bit of adversity, but, he's good. He's not hanging his shoulders. He's not hanging his head, and he's ready to go into the next round.
Yeah, one thing about an FBS combat fighter when you're talking about Bush, the conditioning over there is paramount. I actually got to visit doing a ticket drop there a couple months ago. And everybody in there looks like $1 million. Everybody in there is working really hard. So you'd expect the conditioning to carry through. I think Cryder right now maybe needs to compose himself a little bit. He's the younger fighter by 6 years in this one. Maybe just hit a little bit of a reset and try and get your game going here in round number 2.
Right, and I have the experience being in there for the cage for that first round. And sometimes in that first round, the fact that you're in a fight can get lost on you. You're lost in the lights. You're lost in the theater of it all. So, let's see how he comes out for the second round. He stayed composed, even though he took some shots. He stayed composed. He stayed in there. His coaches look like they've coached him up, and let's see how he responds. Good
points. And if you're enjoying this round 1 action on the Spectation Sports Facebook page or the Aries Fight Series Facebook page, we've got 3 more great free fights coming your way. After that, Aries 32 will be exclusively seen on SpectationSports.com. Get over to Spectation Sports, the exclusive home for Aries Fight Series. And, man, we are back underway. Bush is unloading here to start round number 2. Big left hand, big right, big combinations now. Bush looking to get him out of there. To Cryder's credit, he's wearing the damage.
For sure. And I think anytime you have an older guy in there with a younger guy, especially at a young age like 18, you're going to have a power discrepancy. And I think Cryder's done a good job of dealing with the power so far. But you know, at some point, you gotta get your own offense off. You got to get your own power in there. You got to get your. If you don't have the same power, you got to put out volume. Yeah. So he's going to have to start doing that.
I feel like Cryder just needs to get a little bit of respect back from Bush right now. That was nice.
Use some of those kicks that he implemented early in the fight. Try to keep him away. You're the longer fighter. He needs to try to keep him a distance and try to start pumping out some of his zone offense.
He's got 1 minute and 5 seconds to do that here in round 2, and it looks like referee Travis Lawrence stepping in there as a low blow landed on Cryder. Cryder's had a couple of those. Kind of hard luck for the young man. Going to take his moments here to recover.
Unfortunately for him, anytime you're a taller fighter, especially in a Muay Thai or a kickboxing match, if knees are being thrown, you might catch one or two.
And Cryder obviously taking the allotted time here to recover. And he should. I think he, kind of needs to reset things a little bit. Bush has expended a lot of energy here in round number 2. We've got 58 seconds remaining when action resumes. But right now, all eyes on Cryder as he looks to recover after, I believe it was a knee to the illegal area, we'll call it. Yeah. It's a nice euphemism.
And hey, look, it's part of the game. Anytime you're recovering from a low blow like this, take your time. Who cares? I mean, don't listen to the crowd. Don't listen to the corners. Take your time until you feel comfortable getting back in there.
Well, Roberto, I think I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to kind of let the fans at home know we've got 2 pro fights at the top of this main card, and it's every reason you're going to want to get on Spectation Sports to take in this great action at Aries 32. Main event tonight is the return of the Razor, Robbie Ring. He's rocking a crazy brand new mustache. He's rocking an 8-1 record. And his only loss in his professional career came on Dana White's Contender Series. I definitely think Robbie Ring has got his mind set to achieving his goals at the highest levels in the sport. Standing across from him in the main event tonight is the most decorated professional fighter in Aries Fight Series history, winner of 4 straight by finish in this building. A man you know very well, Alex Riggs. That is going to be an electric main event, Roberto.
Man, let me tell you something. It's going to be a dogfight. I mean, Riggs is going to come to put on a show, so definitely don't miss the main event over on Spectation Sports.
Undoubtedly, yeah. Riggs has gotten into some brawls and come out on the best side of them in 4 straight. He's got his hands full with Robbie Ring tonight. That is going to be your main event. Co-main event, we got John Wade taking on Chance Gilbride, a couple of extremely dangerous grapplers. No dangerous grapplers in our first bout of the evening. We got some striking going on, and right now it looks like Cryder has taken that time to recover.
Look, this is why I love when fighters take the time to recover, because he came out with a different mindset. He sat there, he talks to himself, he allowed himself to recover, and he's come out with a different mindset. That was an amazing strategy on his part.
Yeah, and I'm liking the renewed fighting spirit we're seeing from Cryder here. He's got about 30 seconds left to try and make an impression in this round. Oh, Bush has got some hooks working right now. Oh, they go crashing to the canvas there.
Yeah, we've got MMA coming on later, but for right now, that's not allowed.
No, it's not, but high kick there from Bush. Man, Bush is athletic. His mouthpiece has come out for the second time. You see that every once in a while, Roberto. Fighters having trouble with the mouthpiece.
For sure. And anytime you're breathing with your
mouth open, it can happen. To the last round, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go.
Well, we're going to take a look at some round 2 action on the replay.
Yeah, you had a great straight left from Bush, followed up by some sick body shots. But I think Cryder did a great job of taking his time, recovering from the low blow, and it seemed like he just came back with a different attitude after that. If he can come out into this 3rd round and implement that same strategy, I mean, you have an interesting finish to this fight.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Cryder has worn the best shots from Bush and persevered. Sure. I mean, if you had to kind of state where things are at here on the scorecards, I mean, are we leaning Bush up 2-zip at this point?
I think Bush is up 2-0. Maybe, depending on judging, you never know. Cryder could have stole that 2nd round with that last 45 seconds. But I think if Cryder can come out, Bush is going to be tired now. Like you said, FBS, they do come out with some good conditioning, but I mean, he's put in some hard work these last 2 rounds. So
yeah, you can see,
if you're Cryder, you got to come out and go. You don't have time to wait.
Yeah, well, the sense of urgency's definitely got to be there for Cryder. It's been a spirited contest through 2. Round 3, cage door is closed. Round 3 underway. I'm loving the aggression from Bush here to start round 3.
Good job coming back by Cryder.
Yeah, nice body kick there from Cryder. And I'll tell you what, for Fit BJJ, like I said, they've got a stable of young fighters. Oh, wait a minute. Bush might have knocked himself silly there on the fall. That was like a thrust front kick, and he lost his balance.
Yeah, now this is where Cryder's got to turn it up. You're out of time now. You got to go.
Oh, nice sweep there
Great sweep
from Bush. That was big. Oh, that head kick. Right now, Cryder's looking a little weathered.
Yeah, he is.
Minute 17 left in round 3. Bush may be sensing that his opponent is damaged. Well, Cryder showing some durability here, getting his own offense off.
Great heart from both guys.
We are inside of 1 minute left in our final round. Big left high kick from Bush, right to the body. Cryder staggering a bit. Bush looking for a sweep.
Cryder showing some heart for sure.
I love that body work from Bush. Bush has been putting in good investment in the body all 3 rounds in this one.
Amazing body work.
Oh, and he drops him. There it is, right on cue.
I think another thing Cryder's having a tough time dealing with is Bush is a southpaw. So he answers the call. So.
Yeah, you like to see that. It's not going to be a finish. This one has got 10 seconds left in round 3. Cryder able to answer the referee's count.
10 seconds left. Here you go.
Cryder's got to empty the tank. A big sweep to end things. Bush really putting a stamp on this fight.
All right, we're going to go to the scorecard.
Well, just kind of touching on a theme there that I said on the walkout. You know, Fit BJJ, like I said, has a stable of these young fighters. And the majority of them, I know it's been a bit tough sledding for the results. But, I mean, we're talking about a fighter in 18 years of age. Right. When you're talking about Cryder, we've got a couple others. We've got juniors, 19-year-olds. It's about pouring yourself into the process, loving the process, right? And the results will come.
1000%. And this is, you got to keep in mind, this is what the amateurs are for. Get out here, you're younger, you get a couple bouts under your belt, you get in there with a guy like Bush who's older, he has a little bit more power, maybe a little bit more experience. You come out here, you see what it's like, you feel what it's like, and you go back and you look at the tape and you see what you have to improve on.
Yeah.
One thing that can't be taught is heart and grit and a chin. And this guy stayed in the fight the whole time.
Yeah,
he had every chance to just say, I'm done. He didn't. He stayed there. He was throwing offense to the last bell. So kudos to both guys. And for Bush, I think he fought an amazing fight. I mean, I don't think he could have really done anything different.
I'll tell you what, if they had the small gloves on, the way that Bush was throwing those hands tonight, I don't know how many people could stand in there with him. But this one did go to our judges' scorecards. Jeff Hobbs has got the official score. We throw to him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 of your judges saw this the same way. 30-26 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Christon Bush.
Well, the night's